How's it going? It's James Yonder Outdoors. This is the Toolcker. I just got it and thought I'd go over it, show you kind of the mods I made to it. It's out of the box, it's pretty good. There are a couple of mods you need to do in order to make it great, especially for knife sharpening. I sharpen a lot of knives, so I needed this. I also make knives, and I have no doubts in my mind that I can make knives with this. It's a 1x30 belt sander, belt grinder, however you want to put it. Comes from China. It's I'm assuming it's made out of stainless. Looks like stainless. Some of it looks like aluminum. This block right here looks like aluminum. Motor housing is aluminum. This wheel, I believe, is aluminum. I don't know about these wheels. I did get a magnet to stick to them, but barely. It may have been stick to the bearings underneath. But the mods I did, one on the tracking wheel. First mod I did was on the tracking wheel. And what I did was just wrap some black tape around it, probably 5-7 times, and that helps the belt stay pretty much centered. It's got a little knob back here that you can adjust it. And what I found without this tape, when you adjust it, it would go too far. You turn it just a little bit and it would go too far. It was hard to get minute adjustments. So I added the tape, and that fixed that problem. I saw it on YouTube. I didn't come up with this idea myself, or the platen. I think it was Alexandria Knife Sharpening is a YouTube channel I've seen. I'll look it up. I'll put a link in the description if I can find it. On the platen, this is non-magnetic, and I needed a magnetic platen. So what I did was cut a 1-inch metal ruler down to fit the platen, and it fits perfectly on the sides. I cut it to length, and I rounded the corners off, and I rounded this edge off, and I used epoxy to put it on. 5-minute epoxy. I don't know if it's going to last, but so far I've gotten it hot. It does get a little warm with friction, so I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to last. If I had my choice, I would use JB Weld high heat epoxy. I just use 5-minute epoxy, and it seems to be working good. The third mod and final mod I did was on this little handle. Right here on the end, it was pretty sharp. I just rounded it off, so now when you press down on this, it's not digging into your hand. But to show you what this does and how this platen works, I put a metal platen on this, magnetic platen on this, because I need my guide to stick. I got 4 rare earth magnets under here. I think they're 3/4 round, 1/2 inch, 3/4, something like that. And that seems to hold in place pretty good. It is variable speed. It goes from 0 to, it says 6,000 on the website. On Amazon it says 5,000 RPM. It says it's a 550 watt motor, which equivalates to 3/4 horse. It's a 3/4 horse motor. On this tag here, it says 220 volt. It is not 220 volt. It is 110 volt. So that's wrong. And I I'm not sure what else it says. It's 1x30, 7.62 by 25 millimeters. If you want to know that, that's 1x30, or 30 by 1. 7.62 is 30. If you don't know that, 25 millimeters is 1 inch. What else? Like I said, it's variable speed, reversible. You can go in either direction, which is nice. I tend to sharpen with edge leading, which is the belt coming towards me and the blade pointing away. That's how I sharpen. And, well, I just throw a belt on here and show you how it works. I'm going to start with a 220 grit belt. This knife is kind of sharp. It's got the factory edge on it. I want to change the profile to 17 degrees, which is what I got my guide set to. Turn on, you just flip this switch and turn this knob up till it starts moving. And then you can adjust your track. Tracking pretty good. There's where I want it. I usually sharpen at 2,000 RPM. It tells you. There's 1,200 RPM. I can turn it up. And I sharpen at 2,000. Set back there. And that's sharpening. Yeah, so this is about a 20-degree edge, a 20-degree angle. I'll sharpen at 17. No burr yet on the back edge. Another way to test for burrs, take that back side and pull backwards. If you feel it, feels pretty rough. You can feel it. There's no burr on that yet. So I got to keep going. I got a bucket of water right here that I can dip my blade in if it starts getting hot. The only downside I found to this machine is it does run a little hot. No burr. couple more passes. The back edge is nice to kind of recurve right here. So it's kind of hard to get in here with this belt, but it's working. Yeah, it's getting there. Still feel the burr on the back side, or the side I'm grinding on, so I haven't reached the apex yet. It's getting there. I feel the burr. There we go. I'll burr all the way down it. And then it's going to switch belts to 400. Directional, so let's put it on the right direction. This thing lined up. Right there. 2,000 RPM. Do the same thing over again. Shoe fly, quit bothering me. burr. All the way down. Next belt, 600. This belt is also directional. It goes on just like this. One more time this way. Good burr. All the way down. Okay, next grit. 1200. This one is non-directional, so you don't want anyway. I believe. Don't have no arrows on it that I can see. So I'll just put it on however I want. All the way down. Now, done with that, time to strop. Well, this thing gets pretty hot. Hold on a second, I'll be right back. Alright. Yeah, it's only 120 degrees. It gets warm. Wheel is 100 degrees. That wheel 113. That wheel 98. So it does get warm, but not. It's not going to blister you. Just a little too hot to touch. Tough guy could pull that off of there without a glove. But I'm not a tough guy. So we are ready for the strop. I always put mine on one direction. If I can find the seam. There it is right here. Covered up. You can't see the seam, but you look on the inside. You see this? It's joined This is the back, this edge, and this edge goes up this way. So it's seamed, it's spliced together right here. And I like to run mine where my knife is running over the seam this way rather than this way, because this belt ends right here. And I want to go over that seam this way to prevent from coming unseamed, if that makes any sense. I don't know. Oh well. You get the idea. Turn this on slowly. So this belt wobbles. It's the belt, not the machine. The other belt doesn't do this. Compound, put a little bit on there. Now we're going to go edge trailing. With the edge going down, this is going towards me again. I'm just going to go like this. Pull that burr off there. Burr, and it is sharp. Be right back with a piece of paper. All right, here it is. Should have shown how sharp it was before, because it wasn't sharp at all. Yeah. This back edge, I'm gonna have to work on it a little longer. This back edge has a little shiny spot right there where I didn't get the apex. Because this knife is recurved kind of in the back here, it a little bit harder to sharpen, but you can see. Yep. Kind of hard with that wind blowing on it. Yeah, you see, it works. So that's it in a nutshell. Do I recommend this machine? Yes, I do. I absolutely recommend it. It is a very good machine. I will make a knife on it, probably next video. If I decide to film it, I will make one. But I mean, I'll definitely make knives on this. I just don't know if I'm going to film it. I like you guys and gals, guys and gals. I'll film it. But yeah, this is the Toolcker 1x30 3/4 horse motor. The motor's, I can touch it. It's not hot. I mean, it's warm, but it's not hot. And I'll show you the reverse setting. This little button right here, you hold it down. That little dot comes on. Now it will go in reverse. So that's how that works. And let's see, if you have any questions, please ask them. I will put an affiliate, I can't talk today. I will put a link in the description below where you can find one of these. It'll be on Amazon. They're like a little over 300 bucks. Good deal. How would I compare this to a 2x72? I can't. I've never owned one, so I can't compare it to one. But I do know you can make a knife with these. This little machine right there, I've made a lot on this one. This is a 1x30 Dremel brand. It goes 3450 RPM. I think it's like an 8th horse motor. Not very powerful. You can stall it out pretty easy. This one, not so much. It's a 3/4 horse. You're gonna have a hard time stalling this motor out. You're gonna have to be putting a lot of pressure on that belt. It'll probably, I don't know, burn through the belt before it'll stop. I don't know. But you don't have to put a lot of pressure on these to make a knife, so that's a good thing. The only gripes I have about it, it does get a little warmer than I would like. Maybe Trizec belts would probably be better. I don't know, I've never used them. I use aluminum oxide belts, and I don't know what these belts are. It doesn't say on them what they're made of. Made in Germany, made in Germany. Yeah, they don't say what they're made of, but I'm sure they're aluminum oxide. Something similar. They cut good and they work. I bought those in a kit. Came with 5 grits of belts and 2 leather strops for 50 bucks. And the compound you put on the strops. You get 2 of each, and I'll put a link down below so you can find them for knife sharpening. And I'll put a link for one of these. Now I've modified this to fit this and to get closer to the, I used to have a, get closer to the belt to get, I had to cut this out, and I had to cut, this was a fit on 1x30 like this, and it's a edge trailing. I've also got an edge leading for the Dremel, but I had to modify this one. I had to cut the spring off of it so it fit on here. And yeah, you can buy one of these and make the modification yourself. I don't do it for you, so you might be able to find somebody out there that can, that's selling these. I don't know. If you're handy and you need to make a little bit of money, make these, sell them. It's pretty easy. What else? The only gripes I have about this, it does run a little hot. That's the only gripe. Oh, and the tool rest. It comes with the tool rest. I almost forgot. The accessories. So it comes with the tool rest. It just fits on here on the back like that. Got 2 bolts on the back. The reason I didn't put this on because one of the bolts bolts to this, and this is removable. So let me show you that. This is removable, and you can put this contact wheel in. Now you have a contact wheel where you can do hollow grinds. You can, I don't know, I guess you could do hollow grinds. That's probably done with the 12-inch wheel, but yeah, you can do hollow grinds with it probably. What else? You'll have a slack portion right here, which you don't really have with this. I mean, you can set it straight up. I like tilting it. Set it straight up, you'll have a slack part of the belt where you can sharpen convex edge. What else? That's about it. It came fully assembled. Only thing I had to do was put this one in. This one wasn't in it, and this came like that. Be sure and check the screws if you do get one. This one, this one, and this one were loose. It comes with an Allen wrench that fits it, so you can tighten them up. Just something to be aware of. And that's about it. I will leave links to this, to the belts, and to the guide in the description below. And if you have any questions, comment, like, subscribe. I try to answer questions if I can, if I have an answer. So I'll see you on the next one. Later.